if we get dollars, fine. If we had dollars, then cool. But I don't have no dollars. I'll go and change. If you want me to change it, fine.
The long arm of the law may have caught up with Police Corporal Anyem Chiem, attached to Isheri Police Division in Lagos State. The policeman, who is now in detention, was caught by a hidden camera allegedly demanding a $1 bribe from a citizen. On receiving the report of this incident, the Inspector General of Police ordered the Lagos Commissioner of Police, Abubakar Manko, to fish out the officer and ensure that he is prosecuted. For now, the police officer is in police custody and is undergoing what the police call orderly room trials. Communications technology has received a boost in Osun State with the commissioning of a $50 million mobile phone and laptop assembly plant in Ilesha, the result of a partnership between the Osun State government and the RLG Group. At the unveiling ceremony, the Osun State Governor, Rauf Aregbesola, said the factory will help to create thousands of jobs. The company is expected to produce 5,000 mobile phones and 2,500 computers on a daily basis.
The venture is a partnership between the Osun State Government and RLG Communications, named the Adulawo Technology Center. Statistics indicate Nigeria is the largest consumer of technology products in Africa, with 80 million GSM users, 20 million internet users, 11.5 million personal computers, but with less than 250,000 skilled manpower to service the sector. RLG Communications thus trained 20,000 youths in its Osun Youth Empowerment Scheme, of which the first batch of 5,000 have undergone this training in Ghana and are currently employed to work in this factory.
The first phase of Adulawo Technology City may it be to the glory of God and the of our people.
Let me see this picture. Let me see my picture. I cannot see picture.
My joy is the opportunities for employment that we have here now. We shall have about 800 people directly working here.
Our first investment of $50 million plus is just to show you our commitment to make sure that we are here to stay and that we want to expand into fabrication.
The production capacity, a minimum of 5,000 mobile phones and 2,500 laptops per day.
We have over 100 million handsets in Nigeria. That alone justifies why this investment was done.
Indeed, collaborative efforts is the core of our Omoduapi heritage. The present, the future can really be better than the present, and that we all have a part to play.
Yet another advantage of public-private sector partnership, in this case the Osun State Government and RLG Communications, creating jobs, giving communications a boost for the good of the economy.
First Bank, truly the first.
Well, let's have some more details about business now. Here's Adeshawa Josh.
Well, thank you very much. On Business News tonight, the aquaculture will get a boost this year as the federal government intends to introduce fish policies over the next 4 years in the country. Under the Growth Enhancement Support Scheme, the Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, expects local fish production to increase, while there are also plans to reduce sea piracy.
Policy that says that over 4 years we are going to be self-sufficient in fish. There is nothing to be proud about. To say that, gee, look, I'm from Nigeria and we are one of the largest fish importing countries in the world. No, it doesn't make sense. And so what we are saying is that we must be able to at least meet a significant amount of fish production locally. And I've said to all the guys in the fishing industry, fish is a fishy business and we're going to have quite a lot of battles in this particular area. But I am determined that under this president, you go to Bayelsa, what do they have? South, what do they have? They have water everywhere. We've got to be producing fish, man. And that is why, by the way, the president supported us last year to do what we had never really done, which is to support fishermen, fisher folks for the first time. The Growth Enhancement Scheme, the electronic wallet, we started it for fisher folks last year. And what are we giving them? We are giving them fingerlings free of charge. We're giving them fish feed free of charge. We're giving them nets. We're giving them also treatment for their water, and we are also giving them outboard, motor engines for their boats. And we're registering all of the fisher folks in Nigeria. And we are determined that also we will deal with the issue of sea piracy, where people just come here and destroy all our trolleys. So we are very serious that we will become self-sufficient, and everybody has to play their part.
Minister of Agriculture, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina. Fort Oil PLC is proposing a 4.31 billion naira dividend payout to its shareholders at 4 naira per share. The company's board, in a statement to the Nigerian Stock Exchange, declared a 467% increase in its full-year profit before tax from 1.14 billion naira to 6.52 billion naira. Profit after tax grew from 1.007 billion to 5.004 billion naira. The company's executive management is attributing this growth to the significant increase recorded in the sales of its fuel products, production chemicals, as well as the newly acquired 414 megawatts Geregu power plant. Fort Oil is the first company to release its full-year audited result in the month of January. The federal government should prioritize its trade policies for the sustenance of national development. That's according to the Deputy Director General of the World Trade Organization, that's Ambassador Yono Aga. Ambassador Aga is the first African to be appointed a top official in the World Trade Organization, and he has promised to push for policies that would ensure economic growth for Nigeria and member countries of the organization.
I believe that Nigeria will join other members in productive partnership that would enhance its benefits from the WTO and the multilateral trading system, especially with respect to economic growth, job creation, and poverty alleviation. I cannot offer you any silver bullet solution on how this can be achieved. Nevertheless, my experience and gut instincts tell me that a good starting point may be prioritizing trade policy governance and the mainstreaming of trade policy in our national development strategies. In that regard, while the balance in international trade and investment agreements is in the eyes of the beholder, there is a need to ensure transparency and inclusiveness in trade policy making.
And now the Nigerian equities market bounced back today after 5 days of losses, pushing ahead with a 1.96% increase in its all-share index, a feat staged by major blue stocks. Well, let's find out more with Harriet Agbe.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. After 5 straight days of persistent profit taking at the Nigerian equities market, improved bargain hunting pushed key indicators back in North Territory. The all-share index climbed by almost 2% to end the first trading session for the month at 41,366.42, boosted by value gains recorded by some companies, including Forte Oil, Dangote Cement and Nestle Nigeria PLC. Well, 38 equities appreciated at the end of the day's trade, and Forte Oil topped the list to close 10.20% higher. That's about 9 naira 20 kobo added to its share price. The company on Friday, in a statement to the exchange, actually reported an impressive top and bottom line and proposed a 4.31 billion naira dividend payout to its shareholders at 4 naira per share. Now, on the laggards list, Total, Lafarge Wapco Cement and Flour Mills of Nigeria are among the 25 equities that shed weight. Transcorp, Zenith Bank and FBNH Holdings were the top 3 most actively traded stocks. And when stocks crossed the finish line, investors had in over 5,000 deals exchanged 396.95 million shares for 5.44 billion naira. Well, those are the day's trading figures. I'm Harriet Agbini.
Thanks, Harriet. That's business news at this hour. The News at 10 continues in a moment.
First Bank, truly the first.
Still ahead on the News at 10, home-based Super Eagles players to reap rewards for their efforts at African Nations Championship. That's on Sports News. Do stay with us.